Alright, welcome back to WMAC Now with your host Chuck Stevenson. So this is a video I wanted to put together. I meant to do it like a couple weeks ago, but I'm putting it together now because it is fight week. This is an interesting one. We have two sisters fighting on the same fight card. So Indio Dojo's Chase sisters. We have Hurricane Hope pictured on the left and Brigid Chase on the right. They're both going to be fighting this Saturday, June 29th, at Brawl in the Burgh 22, which is put on by local promoter 247 Fighting Championships. And it's going to take place at Monroeville Convention Center. I'm a southwestern Pennsylvania boy, so big support for the local and growing MMA scene. I want to talk about this for a couple reasons. One, I like the Chase sisters. They are very interesting characters in the fight game. They both have fight with an intensity, and they just have this intensity that is rare, and it makes them interesting, and it comes out in their personalities too. But because we have two sisters fighting on the same show, which is rare to see siblings fighting on the same show. Now, there are a lot of siblings in the world of MMA, but very rarely do we see them fight on the same show. Now, there's pros and cons for, having teammates, let alone siblings, fighting on the same show. But these two are going to do it, and they're going to do it in front of their hometown crowd. The show takes place at the Monroeville Convention Center, which is right outside of Pittsburgh. And both have winnable fights, but I don't think they're going to be the super easiest of fights for each of them. So let me talk about the Chase sisters for a minute here. Like I said, they're both out of Pittsburgh. They both train out of the Indio Dojo. Hope Chase is the younger sister at 25 years old. She is 3-2 as a pro. She has fought for Invicta. She's fought for Invicta twice. Or no, I think 3 times. Or fought for them on 3 different occasions. She's technically 3-2 with the promotion. And then she has also fought in LFA. She fought for LFA as recently as February. So she is the more well-known of the two. And then you have the older sister at 26, Brigid Chase. She has a record of 4-2. Now, she fought for Invicta once back in November 2022. Dropped a decision to Claire Guthrie, unfortunately for her. But both sisters have similar styles. Now, Brigid fights at featherweight. Looks like she is the taller fighter, whereas Hope fights at bantamweight. And according to Topology, they're the same height at 5'5", 165 centimeters. So let me go ahead and talk about the fights. Now, Hope Chase is earlier on the card, and she is taking on Elizabeth Little Bruisey Schroeder. She's another fighter I've paid attention to just because some of the opponents that she's fought and where she's fought and who she's fought. So Hope comes in at 3-2. Little Bruisey coming in at 4-4. Schroeder has been fighting, everywhere. She's fought for Combate Global, FAC in Kansas, CFFC most recently, and now she's coming to Pittsburgh. And look at some of the names that she has fought here. Maritza Sanchez is the top flyweight in Combate. She fought Chantel Coates, who's an Invicta veteran, beat Chantel Coates. Fought Gina Mazzani, who's a UFC veteran. Alexa Connors is a name I'm familiar with. And then Invicta veteran Serena De Jesus. So Elizabeth has been fighting a who's who in outside the UFC. And between flyweight and bantamweight, it looks like. So this should be an interesting bout here. You know, Hope is mainly a stand-up fighter, but she's not bad on the ground. Winnable fight, but I don't think it'll be the easiest fight for her either. Like it's a winnable fight, but not like a gimme fight. Then we take a look at Brigid Chase, the older sister, Brigid Khan Chase. She is going to be taking on Bellator veteran Gabrielle Gabinator Holloway. So Brigid comes in at 4-2. Holloway comes in at 6-6. Now, Holloway has fought, she's fought for different promotions as well. Made her debut at CFFC all the way back in 2012. So she's been fighting for a while. She's fought in Bellator, where she's taken on Julia Budd, Arlene Blenko, fought in Amanda Bell, should be familiar with, Invicta and Bellator veteran Amanda Bell at King of the Cage. She's beaten Alexis Dufresne, who, let me see. Yeah, Alexis, UFC veteran. Early Tough veteran, too, back at Tough 18? Most recently in MMA, she fought Kat Zingano. That was back in 2020, so she's coming off a layoff here coming into this bout. So, again, another winnable fight here for Brigid, but she is fighting someone with a lot more experience. I mean, Brigid has 6 total fights, whereas Holloway has double that and as many wins as she has fights. So, like I said, keep an eye out on this. Now, it's at 247 Fighting Championships, and I believe if you go to stream247live.com, you can watch the fights if you want. If you're in Western Pennsylvania, I recommend going and checking it out. Go support the Chase sisters. Go support the local MMA scene in Western Pennsylvania. It's at Monroeville Convention Center this Saturday, June 29th. Unfortunately, I can't go because I'll be in Kansas City for Invicta on Friday night. Maybe I should have planned a little better. I could have come home early on Saturday, but I wanted to extend my trip a little bit. So I will be watching, keeping an eye out on the stream for these fights, even though it's the same time as the UFC, but I'm actually more interested in these and checking out the Chase sisters. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you liked the video, please hit that thumbs up. Think about supporting 247 and watching the Chase sisters. And while you're at it, go ahead and subscribe to WMMA Scene Now, the best, most complete women's mixed martial arts dedicated platform online. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.